The plan for today is to turn this bull calf into a steer calf.
The band, it's like this. It's a little donut. It's going to go over all three of these little tips here, which you want to get it all the way over all of them securely, or else it'll slip off. And then kind of hold it in place as you stretch it out, keeping your fingers out of the danger zone. You're going to get both of them nuggets through there and then let it cinch down.
And basically it just cuts off the blood supply.
Yeah.
And after a week to 2 weeks, bye-bye.
They just fall off, yeah.
They just fall off. Yeah. How can I help? Anything else? Duke, back up.
Back up. I want to make sure you got 2 nuggets.
Yeah.
The band's above them.
All right. Well, I'm pretty impressed with us, babe.
Good job.
I feel like a real farmer now. I'm a farm girl now.
Just for the first time?
Maybe. March is where we kick it into high gear on our homestead. Welcome to 1 Year on Our Farm, where I take you behind the scenes, day in, day out, showing you exactly what it takes to keep our homestead running year round. We share the successes and the challenges as we raise all of our own meat, sell at our local farmers market, and have a large garden. When I was feeding the rabbits, I noticed that one of my chickens has really raspy breath. Respiratory illness in chickens can spread through a flock really quickly, so I'm setting up an isolation coop for her. We had several days of heavy rain with flooding, and sometimes the chickens are just not smart enough to stay out of it, and I think that might be what happened to her. And then the trick becomes catching them, because these are definitely not pet chickens that are used to being picked up and held. There we go. When you hold the chicken upside down like this, they become calm. So now I'm just going to take her and put her own little isolation coop for a few days, just to keep an eye on her and make sure that she recovers and that whatever she has does not spread to the rest of the flock. So I'm going to just gently let her down, and then she'll turn herself over. There you go, Mama. There you go. All right, we'll check on you in the next couple of days. Make sure you're doing okay. Yeah, I'm sorry you're not feeling good. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good. First round of seed starting, I only had about 50% germination, which doesn't give me a lot of extras to sell at market, but that's okay. I think that there's something not quite right in my soil mixture. I think that my compost that I got is a little heavy and not light enough. And so in my second round of seed starting, I added 50% potting soil to my seed starting mix, and that seems to be doing a lot better. It's a little bit lighter and fluffier. So that's what I'm going to do for my third round. In my second round of seed starting, I had a 75 to 85% germination, which is a pretty good rate for me. So it looks like I'm going to have a lot of extra broccolis and cauliflower, marigolds, and maybe also some extra nasturtiums and cosmos, if the cosmos come up like everything else did. In addition to starting seeds, I have also started about 10 or 12 sweet potatoes in jars of water, hoping to get sweet potato slips, both for my own planting and to sell at market. I've also started some peas outdoors about a week ago, and I've been peeking under the netting every day, and so far, nada. I haven't had the best of luck with peas on the homestead, and I would really like to get them. 1 year I planted 180 peas, only 4 plants germinated. And what I'm thinking might be the case is that either birds or mice or some other critter was eating them out of the ground before they had a chance to germinate. So this year I decided to grow in containers underneath my arches. That way I can cover them with the netting to keep out the bugs and mice and birds and whatever else might be interested in taking the peas away before they germinate. And then the other thing that enables me to do is to shade them. So in the early season, When the plants haven't grown up yet, I will shade them using sheets. And then once my squashes and things start vining up, then it'll provide a natural shade cover. So fingers crossed for a better pea harvest this year than any that I've had previously. Planted 4 tubs worth. That's quite a bit. That's probably like 300 seeds or so. I didn't count, but I'm guessing I did quite a lot in each bucket because I'm just not sure about germination. And apparently March is also Farm Hair Don't Care. As you will see, I started editing this video and I was like, what is going on there? I've got a messy bun under hood. I look like a cone head from old SNL skit. Good morning, chickens. Good morning. Okay, let's go move the rabbits to fresh grass and feed the calves. Oh, let's check on our isolation chicken and just see how she's looking. Oh, you moved everything around in there. You moved everything around in there, did you? All right, I see you kind of knocked over your feed. Yeah, good morning. All right, stay here and I'll get you some more hay or something. I'll figure it out in a little bit. Oh, I have something to show you that just happened this weekend. Let me go find it. That is our first peach blossoms, and this tree is covered with them. We haven't had any peaches yet. Last year we hardly got any blossoms at all because we had a really hard freeze when they were just like, let me see, when they were like this big. They were just tiny, you know, like this, just barely popping up, and it killed them all, and we didn't have any peaches. These peach trees are probably 4 or 5 years old, so we should be getting peaches hopefully this year. Fingers crossed that we don't have a late freeze that kills everything again. Seeing this just makes my heart happy. Look at these guys. Look at this. They're so pretty. Look at that. And they're just gonna be, oh, here's one like that's starting to open. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's a tiny bit of food. We'll make sure that she's happy and healthy, and then she also gets to hunt. All right, Duke, let's go back to the house. Let's get going. Oh, the birds, listen. What are you eating? That's my favorite bird. The electric company was trimming trees in our area, and I stopped on the road and I said, I'd like to have as much as you bring me, and they brought me 2 big loads worth. Look at that. The pile of wood chips is bigger than my daughter's car. I mean, that's just, and it's not just forced perspective either. Look, it's like actually taller than the car is. That's crazy. Last year, I bred both of my doe rabbits in the spring. Neither one of them got pregnant and kindled. So I thought I had a buck problem. So last summer, I bought a new buck for our herd. In the fall, I bred him again to one of our rabbits, Roxanne. She didn't kindle. So then I wondered, is he too young? Is she not taking? What's the problem? And she didn't kindle again in the fall. So now I have bred her for spring, and today is day 32, so she should be kindling yesterday, today, or tomorrow. We're about to check and see if we have bunnies. No babies yet, no fur pulling. Hey, no. No. Hi. Or you want to see me? You stay away from the bunny. Hey, mama. Yeah. All right, hop down. Get down. Get down. Come on. Thank you. Apparently, when they installed our wood stove, they didn't put a screen over the top of the outside of the chimney, and so every now and then we get birds in it, like this beautiful little blue pretty thing. So I've become pretty good at getting them out of there without getting them loose in our house. Every now and then one gets loose in the house, then we have to open up all the windows. All right, baby, you ready to go outside and fly away? Yeah? Okay, hang on. There you go. Oh my goodness, I came in the house and this little one flew out of the fireplace also. I didn't realize they were both in there. They must have tried to make a nest on the top of it or something. Okay, so number 2. Okay, your mate flew off over that way. So hopefully, there you go, it's okay. There you go. Hush, Oakley. Oh, you pretty thing. There you go. I'm gonna go out to the garden and see whether any of my peas have sprouted yet. All right, these are Kevlin Wonder Bush peas. Look at all of those little babies. Yeah, that's so exciting. All right, and over here we have Lillian's caseload vining. Lots of them have come up. I'm so excited. And here we have sugar snap peas and king tut vining peas, which I think are purple. I think the king tut ones are purple. And then here's where I just threw in the rest of the bush and the Kevlin Wonder, or Kelvedon, I'm not saying that right, the Kelvedon Wonder and the Lillian's caseload. Trying to get this packaging for my beeswax wraps is taking me a lot longer than I thought it was going to take to make them, but I think I have it figured out. I had to move the ingredients over so it'd be before the fold. I had to move this down so it would line up. Okay, I think we're good. So figuring out where to fold it so it lines up good, and then I lowered, this one is still like a tad high, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, so I lowered that one a little bit, but I think that that's good. I think I like the look of that. Making that little honeycomb thing, that took me a long time to figure out how to do that. I am not a graphic designer, but I'm pretty happy with those. Our hen has been in isolation for several days, and I didn't hear any raspy breathing the last time I was by her cage. So I'm gonna walk over there and see if I can hear it. If her breathing sounds normal, I'm gonna go ahead and let her out with the rest of the flock. She sounds normal. Let's open up the door and we'll just let her walk out. You ready to come out now? Join the rest of the flock? What was your favorite thing from this video, and what would you like to see more of? Let me know in the comments so I can make sure that our videos are helpful to you and giving you the content that you want to watch.